Hey, kids, how would you like to hear this on the screen instead of the great show you came to see? That's what you sound like. Honest. Please cooperate and do your part in keeping this theater quiet so everyone, including you, can enjoy it. Remember, lots of adults and kids, too, paid admission to enjoy the show. We must insist on absolute quiet.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.
No need to be afraid, ma'am.
Get out of here before I start screaming. And I can scream real loud.
You wouldn't do that.
Oh, you... Yuppie and honey? Goshen, man. What are you doing this way? I always sleep like this.
Take your pick, says Martin Collins of North London. But no one feels like eating when his knives are around. Martin, as you can see, is a brilliant knife thrower. He has to be. The pretty girl in the firing line is Agnes Collins, the knife thrower's teenage daughter. She's just taken over from Mum, who's watched her husband fling knives at her for 21 years. 21 years without a scratch is some proof of Martin's skill. Maybe that's why Agnes looks so confident. But will you feel confident? Step into Agnes's shoes and see it all done in slow motion. It's an act that has never failed to thrill. But have you ever seen it as close as this before? Those carefully balanced blades have to be kept sharp. But Martin does have some other work to do, like helping in the shop he bought his wife as a thank you present. Theirs has been a happy marriage. Who feels like arguing with a knife thrower?
The top thrill of all thrills. Into the mouth of the cannon he goes. Signal is given and out pops the gentleman at a mere 70 miles per hour. Did something happen? No, not this time. It's just the camera running backwards to put him back in the cannon. What he won't say. We'll throw him up in midair just to give you an extra look. Over the high Ferris wheel he goes, right through space without wings. No, you're not seeing double. It seems that the big cannon can accommodate 2 spellbinders. So again, it's aim, ready, fire. Double header to make your hair stand up straight. Some thrill, some cannon, and oh yes, we almost forgot. Some men.
Ieder heeft een antwoord op de vraag, waarom rookt u eigenlijk? Ik zou zeggen, het lijkt je zo prettig af bij je dagelijkse zorg.
En ik zou er nog bij willen zeggen, het is zo'n prettig middel bij het contact tussen de mensen.
Ja, steek eens op. Dat doen duizenden mensen dagelijks. En dat hebben wij mensen nodig. Ja, rook met genoegen. En bovendien verdrijft dat uw zorgen, helpt u bij het contact, verhoogt uw levensgeluk. De wereld van onze tijd kan daar niet buiten. En kan dus niet zonder sigaren, zonder sigaretten, zonder de lof der tabak.
Coney Island, the world's greatest fun trolley, with its beach miles long, all peppered with people. The place where merriment is king.
Rear Harriet, step this way, the strangest sights from the island. Tricks from the 4 corners of the world. Fortune nickels, 1 dime, a 10th part of a dollar. We got the show if you got the dime. It's John starting. So hurry, hurry, look them over, the lady without a head. There are thin ones, there are fat ones, they're all inside. Dip and tip the pin-headed people. A sample of the marvelous freaks you'll see for the price of a small thin dime. You get the whole show now if you hurry, hurry, hurry.
Shows of every kind invite the crowd. Shows that make us grip our seats with excitement. Shows like this where ferocious tigers from distant lands come to quicken our blood. Fang and claw matched with nerves of steel. One of the cats shows us how they do the tiger rag in Jungle Land. to the hoopla, and hoopla it surely is. Down she goes, and round, up and down, going nowhere in a hurry. Action, no matter how you land, so long as it's action. Now for the good old merry-go-round, carousel, flying horses, whatever we call them, they afford a merry whirl for youngsters from 6 to 60. Then action again on whirling discs, or shooting the chutes at a mile a minute, or standing on your head and seeing the world upside down in this loop-a-play. To the top of the park to see the whole show, only to face a vertical drop of 90 feet. On the screen, some protest, but everybody shouts. It never seems to end. Rise and twist and turn. But at last it's happy landing, and my oh my, where have we been?
De beeldtelefoon heeft zijn intrede gedaan in ons land. Een experimenteel proefnet moet de PTT in staat stellen zich een oordeel te vormen over dit nieuwe communicatiemedium, waarmee mensen door een nummer te kiezen in beeld en geluid met elkaar kunnen communiceren.
Dag meneer Bos. Dag meneer De Wilde. Zou u voor mij even wat in willen zoomen? Ja hoor, dat ga ik even doen. Ja, ik had u graag even dat kaartje willen laten zien.
Er kan ook visuele informatie worden overgebracht. Via een kleine spiegel wordt het beeld dan op de cameralens geprojecteerd.
We hebben dus op dit moment op het natuurkundig laboratorium in Eindhoven 15 aansluitingen. Dan krijgen we 11 aansluitingen bij Philips Telecommunicatieindustrie in Hilversum. Bij de centrale directie van de PTT in Den Haag.
Zodra de spiegel wordt ingeklapt, wordt automatisch weer het beeld van de spreker zichtbaar. Het is de bedoeling van de PTT en Philips om in de praktijk na te gaan welke waarde de toevoeging van beeld aan een telefoongesprek voor de abonnees kan hebben. Vergaderingen op afstand worden mogelijk. Schema's, constructietekeningen, drukproeven, producten. Veel visuele informatie kan snel en gemakkelijk worden overgebracht. Kortom, de toekomst biedt kans op verrassingen.
Keer gevonden.
Via de keuken komen ze binnen. De gasten die van tijd tot tijd gehoor geven aan de uitnodiging van een Haags echtpaar om een speciale séance bij te wonen. Het doet denken aan de eerste jaren van de televisie, toen dit soort bezoeken geregeld in Nederland werden afgelegd bij de vroege bezitters van een tv-toestel. Te meer omdat de stoelen zo keurig op een rij staan. De gastheer is duidelijk ingenomen met het bezoek en zijn echtgenote zorgt voor de koffie. In de kamer, die voorheen bestond uit 2 afzonderlijke slaapkamers, hangt een sfeer van verwachting. Nog even en dan gaat het gebeuren. Als iedereen zijn drankje heeft genoten, begeeft de nu 71-jarige heer des huizes zich naar een achter de kamer gelegen ruimte. En wij die hem mogen volgen, komen dan met hem in wat sedert tientallen jaren zijn grote hobbykamer is. Een geïmproviseerde filmcabine, waarin je je nauwelijks kunt keren, doordat 2 levensgrote bioscoopprojectoren er een plaats in hebben gekregen. Samen met versterkers, geluidsapparatuur en diaprojectoren. Het bezoek, u begrijpt het nu, is uitgenodigd voor een filmvoorstelling. En de operateur-eigenaar van de minibioscoop heeft er alles aan gedaan om zijn gasten de illusie van een echte bioscoop te geven. De bezoekers betalen geen entree, maar een bloemetje voor mevrouw wordt niet afgeslagen. We laten u nu meegenieten van de voorfilm van de vooroorlogse Nederlandse productie 3 weken Huisknecht. Met Paul Steenbergen in de hoofdrol.
3 weken Huisknecht. Daarin ik de rol vervul van de Huisknecht. Voor de belichting, het camerawerk, de decors en montage waren we eveneens Hollanders die aan deze film hun medewerking.
Gesandter des Grauens. Sendbote eines fremden Planeten auf unserer Erde. Sein Auftrag heißt Mord. Sein Ziel heißt Blut. Frauen, Männer und Kinder sind das Opfer dieses Vampirs. Seine Augen töten. Furcht und Schrecken sind seine Spur.
Er will mich töten.
Eine neue, unbekannte Angst befällt die Menschheit. Er ist der Gesandte des Grauens.
Tous ensemble. Allons. Allez-y. Non, une seconde, je compte. Alors, 3, 4.
Start moving. Got to get me there. Hey, hey.
Sortez. Venez ici, vous.
Ça allait pour moi, monsieur Septime?
Oui, c'était pas mal, mon petit Roger. Fausse tombe. Attention, vous, hein. 3, 4.
Start moving. Got to get me there. Hey, hey. Yeah. Oh, 25 miles from home, girl. My feet are hurting mighty bad. Now I've been walking for 3 days and 2 lonely nights. You know that I'm mighty mad. But I got a woman waiting for me that's gonna make this trip worth a while. You see, she's got the kind of loving and a kissing make a man go stone wild. So I got to keep on walking. I got to walk on. I'm so tired, but I just can't lose my stride. I got 15 miles to go now, and I can hear my baby calling my name. It's as if as though I'm standing at her front door. I can hear her that
be big to be tough. That's the motto of these Paris midgets staging their own wrestling tournament at the Velodrome d'Hiver. Anything the big boys can do, they can do better, and with a lot more bounce. Two midgets don't take up much room in a full-sized ring, so they double up. Though they really need a four-eyed rep. Yippee! I've won!
Making ends feet is certainly a big job when it takes size 39 shoes to fit them. 2 into 1 do go. Here's the owner, Robert Wadlow of Chicago, who at the ripe old age of 17 stands 8 feet 4 inches in his socks, and incidentally seems to be quite beyond the reach of young women. Every time young Robert goes through a doorway, he scores a duck. And this is Robert's father, a mere dwarf of 6 feet.
Barney Worth wasn't behind the door when Aperture Boys was being handed out. He was there with bells on. On his release, Barney is met by his cute little playmate, Floss. He simply fell on her neck. He was so glad to see her. He weighs a mere 42 stone, and when he entered the Royal Prince Alfred Hospital, Sydney, for minor repairs, they put shock absorbers on their bed springs. A taxi, a kingdom for a taxi. And in fear and trembling, a taxi girds up its springs, hopes for the best, and happens along. Hey-ho, says Barney. Heave-ho, say the hospital attendants as they look round for a block and tackle. Hello, says the flying bedstead as its springs take a pressure of 42 stone to the square inch. Well, I'll be jammed, puffs Barney. He wants to know why taxis aren't fitted with elastic-sided doors. One thing about Barney, he'd never make a criminal. He couldn't stoop to anything, no. Oh, that's better. Barney just puts his little foot on there. Oh, he's torn it again. And everybody holds their breath as Barney takes to the higher altitude. Heave! Shake a leg there. Ah, up he goes, like the thistledown. A fond farewell, while the truck groans in agony.
And here's an idea for keeping off those bottle collectors who prefer their bottles full of milk. It's quite a simple arrangement of hinged clips and a padlock. The milk ore, so to speak, having one key and the milk key the other. There can't be any safer milk than this. Before you take in the milk, though, you have to take it out. But even that's better than taking on after someone else has taken it off.
What could be more harmless than a walk in the park? But these days, it's not always so healthy. He thinks it's a cinch, but she's got the answer to the situation in the bag. Squirting a harmless dye. But for any would-be crook, it's designed to leave a lasting stain on his carriage. Invention of Stanley Freeborn of Hampstead, it's also light, simple, with no mechanical parts to go wrong. This looks like the beginning of a tale that in real life all too often ends in armed robbery and sometimes tragedy. But this particular portable safe is one with a difference. Known as the carrier safe, it's a real surprise package. The secret's in the handle, the dead man's lever. Now, let's see what happens. Perfect snatch, and he's away. And this is what he'll find. The banknotes are saturated with irremovable dye, released when the grip is changed. Normal transference of grip is allowed for, but any monkey business gets a poor reward.
Well, that finishes your test in midnight. Watch out or you'll be next.
Sahil bağı, büyülende yıllara gördüm onu. Ala gözler baktı geçti, yüreğimi aldı geçti. Sahil boyu gezdirem o güzeli, güzeli sahil boyu gezdirem o güzeli. Güzeli halda sen yakıp muram yarar. Ben gezirem her yanı, ben gezirem her yanı, Rabbim senin aslı ceyranı. Ben gezirem her yanı, ben gezirem her yanı, Rabbim senin aslı ceyranı. Kara kaşlı, güzel çoktu, ama ona bu sahilde bir tar yoktu. Kaşlar kara, göz badamı, beni eler her adamı. Sahil boyu gezirem o güzeli, güzeli sahil boyu gezirem o güzeli. Güzeli harda sen yakıp muram yarar. Ben gezirem her yanı, ben gezirem her yanı, Rabbim senin aslı ceyranı. Ben gezirem her yanı, ben gezirem her yanı, Rabbim senin aslı ceyranı. Güzel Bakı, güzel şehir, gezdim seni akşam seher o kız hanı. Küçelerin gül ışıklı, kız galası yaraşıklı. Uvarara uvarara uvara, varara uvarara uvarara uvara, varara varara vara vara vara. Ben gezirem her yanı, ben gezirem her yanı, Rabbim senin aslı ceyranı. Ben gezirem her yanı, ben gezirem her yanı, Rabbim senin aslı ceyranı.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.